you have been enjoying my summer series. I have had a few guests on the last couple of Saturdays. Kim came on and talked about shorts. Last weekend we had LaToya, who was talking about dresses for the curvy gal. And this week we have Tammy, who is going to be sharing with us about her journey with beauty and cancer and how she has felt along the way about her outer appearance. And she thought she had a pretty good handle on that until she got cancer. And I just can't wait for you to meet her. But before we do, I want to show you a little clip of her doing a few exciting things for you, some interesting things if you are journeying with cancer right now and with the loss of your hair. What is something that you can do? And then we're going to talk about this. Take a look.
Hey guys, I'm Tammy here, and I wanted to share with you guys that just because cancer may have taken your hair, it does not have to take your fashion sense and your pizzazz and your ability to show your unique style with it. So I want to show you guys a couple of tricks that I used with scarves to make different head wraps and headdresses. So the trick is to find something nice and light and long, something that you don't want to use a square scarf. It's just hard to do different styles with it. So go with something that, I like this nice long shaped one that I can fold in half, but that's pretty sheer because there's a lot of different things that we can do with it. So probably the most common way that I wear it is by folding it in half and then kind of flipping it back and first laying it on my head like this. Okay, and I usually kind of put it right at the hairline and tuck it back over the tops of my ears and almost into two little ponytails like this. And then I crisscross them in the back and then pull them up and I knot it right here. Here's what this does. One of the biggest challenges when you don't have your hair is you lose the volume of your hair, right? So we rely on that volume to really elongate the face and to give ourselves a little bit of style. So I add a little bit of volume with a little knot there, and then sometimes what I'll do is tie it at the bottom. I'll bring it to the other side. I'll try to do the knot toward one side and then bring it down to the other side and do like a little knot here. So that it has almost like a little ponytail at the end, there, like that. And so it gives me a little bit of volume at the top, and then it also gives me like just a fun little, fun little ponytail at the bottom to give me something to play with. This is probably how I wear mine the most. And you can adjust it, bring it back, pull it forward. I like to have it a little bit loose. That's probably the most common way that I wear mine. But I'll share with you guys a couple of additional styles too. The key is to have fun with it and really bring out your own unique personality. So I hope you like them.
Wasn't that special? Well, let me introduce to you now Tammy Hickey, who also just graduated from our Christian Image Consultant Academy. And I know that there are a few of you who have wondered, what is the Christian Image Consultant Academy? Well, we open once a year and we are closed for registration right now, but you can join us next April on that journey if you're interested. Send me an email and I can tell you all about it. But for now, let's get to Tammy. I am so excited that you get to meet Tammy now. Tammy, thank you for being here and thank you for joining us to share about your journey. Can you tell us, for the audience, tell me a little bit and tell us a little bit about your journey and what you were diagnosed with and just how it has affected the way you see yourself? Because I said earlier that you didn't think that you had a problem with the whole outer beauty thing. Like you thought you had it all together, Christian woman, good. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I thought I was good. I thought, I did not have attachment to outward beauty, but I learned something different. So let me just share a little bit about my background. So I was diagnosed on January 8th. And to be honest, obviously nobody expects a cancer diagnosis. It's not something you plan for. But just to kind of lay the backdrop, what was going on in my life before that point, I just turned 50 in December. I had just for my 50th birthday, it was a big birthday. I obviously monumental, turning 50. I went to Hawaii on vacation with my family to run my 7th marathon. I ran the Honolulu Marathon with my 2 oldest kids. So that was what I was just coming off of, and then came home and had a beautiful Christmas. I went to have my mammogram on December 30th. And when they told me what they saw, there are just no words to describe, right? You hear the word cancer and then you don't hear anything else after that point. So we went through the biopsies and I was officially diagnosed on January 8th. So 2020 has been a hard year for everyone, especially a hard year for me. So I started chemo. I did chemo first. I started chemo in March. I finished chemo on May 6th. 13 days ago, had a unilateral mastectomy. So the type of cancer that I have is breast cancer, invasive ductal carcinoma. And I'm in stage 2. So there were several masses in my left breast. And so the good news is it was just contained there. There were none in my lymph nodes. So it is a rough road to go through the treatment, but I will be fine.
Yes, you will. And you look incredible. And so let's take this and lead this into your the thoughts on outer beauty and what has happened there. Because I think people who are watching this, who have gone through cancer or who know a friend who has had cancer, this is going to be the thing right here. And so tell us about that. And I did not know that you ran your 7th marathon. And so, wow to that. So take it away.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I mean, I've been a Christian for many years, and so I've done a lot of work internally, with like a lot of women, particularly as we get a little bit older, things change, your body changes, your weight changes and fluctuates. And I had done a lot of work just on the beauty within. But when you go through a diagnosis like this, and even though you know what comes with the territory, you hear the word chemo, what's the first thing you think of? You're going to lose your hair. And you know that is going to happen, and you prepare for it, and then it happens and it affects you like it affected me beyond what I imagined. I struggled with it. And I just really discovered that clearly I had a little bit more work to do when it comes to just being attached to how I looked. And it was one thing to lose your hair. And then it's another thing. My biggest fear was losing my eyebrows and my eyelashes, because your hair, like I can wear really cute hair arrangements and be okay, like still feel stylish.
But to lose my eyelashes and my eyebrows, I felt like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to look like a freak. And it's hard. There are no other words to describe it other than it's hard and it's humbling. But you find an inner strength. I have found an inner strength within myself that I never knew that I had. I knew I was a strong person. I've been through a lot of different things in my life, but to go through the experience like this and really just surrender it all, surrender all the physicalness that is my body as a woman, just brought it to a whole other level.
You know, when you and I were talking last week, you mentioned your eyebrows, like eyebrows. I didn't, you know, it was kind of one of those things, okay, I'm dealing with hair and now eyebrows too, and then eyelashes. And so let's talk about some things that the woman who's watching it can really help her. Because did you find then, you know, and you're a Christian image consultant, you just went through our academy, you've just graduated. And one of the things is, you know, you had it all together, right? You figured, okay, I've got the whole inside thing worked out. But I don't think, well, I don't understand because I've not gone through cancer, praise the Lord. But here's the thing. You realize that once you went through, there were some things you could do to help your outer appearance that made you feel better on the inside. And it's just as we teach our clients or our audience that, you know, you fix up and you feel better. It's really true, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I think that where I used to rely on different things in my physical appearance, right? My hair, you know, I had long hair, long blonde hair, and I used to do like really fun things with it. And I was never one for like a lot of makeup and whatnot, but still like, you know, did some fun things there. And then I just learned that, okay, I'm the same person. I'm still creative. I'm still vibrant. All the things that made Tammy is still here. And so how can I utilize those things? How can I show those things differently? And so that's really where I think if I could just grab anybody that's going through a similar experience and just like hold their face and say to them, like, you are still who God created you to be. It just means we're going to have to get a little bit creative with how to display that physically on the outside. So like for me, like that's where I like started having fun with the head wraps, and I tried henna eyebrows. I didn't like them.
I don't even know what henna eyebrows are. So what are henna eyebrows?
Henna eyebrows, it's kind of like, it's a natural way of basically just drawing in your eyebrows. It's just using like a henna tattoo. And the benefit is that it's all natural and it lasts a little bit longer than just drawing it on yourself. And they came out orange. They were horrible.
Oh.
But hey, like I tried it. And so, right? And so, it's just getting creative and having fun and being open to say, okay, that's no longer an option, but what is? What can I do?
So what can you do with your eyebrows?
Yeah, I mean, you know, so like I said, I tried the henna, and when that didn't work, I invested in a really good pencil and I just started drawing them on. I also use an eyebrow, what do you call it? It's sort of like it helps to stimulate hair growth. Okay. So every morning and every night, I, you know, kind of condition my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and they're growing back. Like you can see the out trace of my eyebrow now. It's not a longer hair, it's not there, but the roots are there. So it's growing back, like it returns.
Wow.
And all will be right in the world of eyebrows again.
That's exactly right. All right. So we're going to probably need to put a link as to where they can get that particular product because, you know, what is it? Can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, it's actually it's through a company called Monate, which is an all-natural hair-based system, and it's called I Wonder, and it's for eyelashes and eyebrows, which has Capixyl in it, which is a naturally based product that helps to stimulate hair growth, and so it's specifically formulated for your eyebrows and your eyelashes.
Okay, so I didn't know they had that product. That's what I use on my hair.
Oh
That
my gosh!
product.
Okay.
Yes. Now, do you rep for them?
Yes, I
Okay.
I have been a rep for about 2.5 years. Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll put your link below, because what better person to be able to help somebody who's actually gone through it. So, and I cannot stress, you guys who are watching, that product has changed my hair. My hair was falling out, and I don't have cancer. And so that's a great product. So that's maybe something for another time. But
Yeah.
anyway, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. All right. So walk us through the head wrap. And I love the head wrap you have on today. It's fabulous and your
Oh, thank
jewelry.
you.
So I talk about this area right here as the impact zone. And so your impact zone, your impact area, whether you've gone through cancer or whether you are doing many virtual meetings or whatever, this is what people see. And I think this, when we look in the mirror, we see that first too. And if we can help that area, I think. So walk us through all of this, because your jewelry's fabulous, your head wrap's fabulous, the colors you have on are fabulous. So go.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you, especially right now, right in the era of Zoom. If we're not meeting in person, we are and sitting across having coffee, we're here on Zoom camera. And so I wholeheartedly agree with you, Shari. Like for me, I like color. And of course, as a Christian image consultant, I now know what colors work for me. And so it's really just learning how to, like for me, one of the things that you taught us, and you taught us really well, Shari, is you start style with understanding your style statement. And for me, one of the words that I use to describe my style and my gifts and what I bring to the world is vibrancy. That's my personality. People who know me, like, it's something that people would use to describe me. So for me, color is huge. And so I always want to have like a pop of color. And so that's why I go for that bold necklace to make a statement. My head wraps, I like, using colorful colors on my head wrap as well. Also, because our hair gives us volume, especially for me with like a round shaped face, I need volume. I need a little bit of height. So I always go for a kind of a thinner material because you don't want too much bulk, but I like something a little bit longer that I can wrap. Okay. So I place it on my head and then I crisscross it and I wrap it around. So you see, like I gave it like a little bit of a knot just to give my head a little bit of height and a little bit of volume to elongate the base. And then of course the teardrop earring that helps to expand as well. So that's just some fun that you can have, with styling this piece.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right. So I want you to look in the mirror, not the mirror. I want you to look in the camera. Feel like we're in a mirror. I want you to look in the camera and speak directly to the woman who is going through treatments now, losing hair, losing eyebrows, I want you to speak directly to her and talk to her right now and give her a charge.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I can do this without getting emotional because I'm still, I'm in it. This is my experience on a day-to-day basis. But from the very, very beginning, I vowed that I would feel like I wanted this experience to change me. I wanted to be transformed from the inside out. And so that was my prayer, was that I wanted to feel all the good and the bad, right? Because it's when we feel and we really truly honor our feelings that we can then heal. I remember when you learn somebody has cancer, what's the immediate response you hear is, you're strong, like, let's kick cancer's butt, you've got this, girl. And all of that is true. All of that is true. However, do not dismiss your feelings. You are going to be sad. you are going to be angry. You're going to be distraught. You're going to be discouraged, and you're going to have happy moments. Like all of those are intended to be honored. Like honor your feelings and feel your feelings. Do not bypass them. Do not push them down. Feel them so that you can then heal, truly heal from the inside out, and then move on with your life. Because it's really through the healing process that you will discover definitely how strong you are. But strength, it's not by might, right? Strength is something that happens from the inside out. We learn and we discover how strong we are. And you are strong. And you will overcome this. However, be in it. Like just feel the feelings and be in it, knowing that this is just a bump in the road. You will be transformed and you will be on the other side.
Okay, I had chills during it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Tammy has a freebie for you over at her website. She's also written a blog about her cancer journey. So if you know someone, if it's you or if you know somebody else, hop over there. We'll link below to that. So make sure to check that out in the notes below. But she also has a freebie for you that I'm going to let you explain what that is.
Yeah, as I started going through this journey, and it was obviously at the time when we were starting to, learn about COVID, and our world was rocked. And so I share, it's called Beauty from the Inside Out, which is all about how to create beauty in your life from the inside out. And so I share 5 strategies. Things that I do on a daily basis to really help to just honor myself, honor my spirit, honor my heart, because that's where true beauty comes from.
I love it. I hope a lot of people find out about that and go to see that. Thank you, Tammy, so much for being our guest today. I know that you're going to bless many, and it's just been a pleasure to have you here. And I just want to say thank you to the audience for watching. Tammy mentioned the signature style statement. We're going to put a link to my video that I talked about that maybe about a month ago, but you can pop over to my website and discover your words. Wow, what are the words that make you feel, like her words were vibrant. One of my words is dramatic. She had on the vibrant necklace. I have on a dramatic necklace. I do everything in a big way, but that's just me. And so go figure out your words and do a deep study on that. But until next week, thank you. And we will see you then. Thanks, Tammy, so much.
Thank you.